Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome to my YouTube channel and my first ever YouTube video that I'm creating solely by myself. I'm here at Telford International Centre for Ultimate Dubs, which is the UK kickoff show of the season. But I'm inside, it's an hour before the show opens to the public. I'm going to give you a little sneak preview and some of my personal highlights of the show so far. I was in here last night shooting the show for a few of my clients, so that's all done. Now I'm going to give you a little walk around, so let's hit it. So first off the bat, the first car I've noticed is Christian from +44's Mark 5. This is like the pinnacle of a show build. Mark 5 is so sick. BBS, which I believe are E88s, very, very nice. And then he's got full install in the back, just super sick. Obviously got a show cage, but I'm interested in that install's really nice. It's just a super clean build really, like just clean, not too OTT. A few nice interior touches over the steering wheel. And the Recaro's, it's all been retrimmed. And more importantly, check that out. Like the show bay as well, very cool. Right, for me this one's super interesting. It's one of these new ID Buzz trucks, electric vans. Check it out, what do you guys think of this? I'm actually digging it. I think it looks very good on air suspension. Hopefully we'll start seeing like more of these now being modded, because they are available. Just think they look really sick. Automotive's stands always looking pucker. Loving all their caddy builds, but this one's like the latest caddy build. Real clean, on RS's, do like it a lot. But yeah, James and Automotive always pull off the branding, always on point. Do like that. Actually, the interior on this one's super cool. Check that out. I think he had this done last year. You can sort of see. Very cool. And yeah, his other one. Sick. Yeah, so we're in the middle hall at the moment. Just seen the Automotive stand. I'm just heading over to like the stage area where there's a few hand-selected cars by the organisers. There's always some quite spicy cars here, so I have spotted a very, very nice purple Mk2 Golf. I'll give you a little look-see now. Now, this is very nice. Mk2 Golf, BBS RMs, I believe, which have been custom built. But mate, check out the interior. The bay is so nice. The bay is so nice. This car's running airlift performance. You can see the airlift top mounts there. But wow, what build! Wheels on this, super nice. Interior. It's got a renowned steering wheel, which you don't see that often in Mark 1s these days. Very cool. Shifter. It's got like a full carbon dash in here. Full carbon dash there. Seats obviously trimmed, and in the back there's a huge, this is definitely a show car for sure, but done proper nice. Got his airlift manifold in there. Super sick car, man. Lots of nice little touches on this, like the little carbon end pieces. Cool. And then of course it can't be UD without finding something a little bit wild, like this A1 down here. I mean, man, I'm not sure. I believe this is somehow static. I'm not sure how they turn with this car. I mean, I'm a lover of lower cars, but my God, that's pretty hardcore. On work VS wheels, pretty mad camber on there. But that's why I like UD, because there's always like these little wild builds here and there. Let's continue into what I'd call the third hall, and it's usually dominated by the guys at Rotiform / Hoonigan and Airlift Performance and Car Audio, who I used to work for. There's usually like the creme de la creme of the cars are usually on the booths here, so let's take a look. So this is a very nice M2 I believe this has just been purchased, brand new, delivered to the guys at Cass, and it's just been bagged on Elif Performance. Pretty cool to see a bagged one, because most of these we're seeing as like high-end power builds and like fast road cars. So pretty interesting to see worn on air suspension on Rotiform wheels as well. And this big old wang on the back. Let me know what you guys think of this. He's got badass exhaust in there as well. Miltech system on there. Lots of carbon all over the place, which I think on a black car, adding carbon definitely helps because it gives a bit of, you know, a little bit extra to it. Yeah, I really actually dig these M2s now. Same as the G80s, when BMW first released these, I was a bit sort of, the front end really put me off, but once you've added the carbon parts, it really transforms the front end. Yeah, I like it. I might have gone for, you know, slightly bigger tyres. I don't know if I think Amar is planning some different wheels for this car. I think these were put on for the build. It is sick. I mean, I can't lie, it is sick. Yeah, very nice. I ran into our friend Dougie yesterday. He had a super nice, I think the W108, maybe I'm wrong, car I got to see multiple times a few years ago. He like full redone the car, it was super sick. But he's just come out with this 190e Cosworth, which it's really nice, check it out. He's just had it bagged on airlift and it's actually sitting super, super low. But it's the interior on this for me. Dougie said we can have a look inside, so let's take a look. First of all, the door cards, they're all carbon. And he's got some little pull handles made up. I love that. And inside, it's all been retrimmed. I think this was literally finished last week or something. Love the steering wheel. And he's, yeah, loving the inserts and the Recaros. Very sick. It's just done really nice. It's just super clean, which I expect from Dougie, like just nice. I always say it's really easy to go OTT, especially on a classic car, but he's done this one just right. It just looks badass. Personally, I'd probably put it on some three-piece wheels just to finish off that show look, but for a car that, I mean, it's probably more usable now on the AMG monoblocks, but it's very nice. He's got some little carbon bits on it, so he's got some carbon on the rear screen there. Carbon. Yeah, 190e, and she is a proper 2.5 16 valve Cosworth. This is pretty cool too. This has just been finished again on air. This belongs to a guy called Mark. He had a really cool Benz last year and he just sold that and purchased this, bagged it on air. I think these are BBS Super RSs that have been up converted. Pretty cool. Again, some nice details on the air install there. But the colour of this thing is wild. And he's done the full interior to match. Like, wow. This and Dougie's car are like, again, quite subtle, but they've been done to perfection. Like, really no expense spared to get that ultimate clean look they've been going for. I love it. Let me give you some other angles at the front. So it's a 968 CS. So fairly rare car, but for me, it's the colour that does it. It just makes it pop, doesn't it? Sitting nice on the Super RSs. Can't go wrong, really. Then over here, I've just spotted Steve's R8, V10 R8. This thing usually has a different guise every single year. I always say it, but every year it seems to get better and better. But I'm actually digging the 5 spokes. I believe they're Vossens. The 5 spokes on this car. These are giving me like full-on retro vibes. Even though it's an R8, it's still got that sort of old school vibe to it with these 5 spokes. Super sick, to be fair. Obviously carbon bonnet, loads of little touches on this car. On our friends at Maguire's. I love these 5-spokes. They're so sick. Again, Steve's car runs full LF performance setup, so it just gets it sitting just like that. So sick. And this thing, I've been in this car before. It's a machine. It's wild, absolutely fucking wild. Bumped into James at Auto Finesse's G81 M3 Touring. Let me give you a little look. So obviously, the G81s are like super popular cars these days. No one liked them when they first came out because of these front ends, but I'll tell you what, I think people have learned to love these things now. I certainly do. But in black, this thing looks super hard. Like, sitting on the Rotiform stand, does look sick. Very cool. Like, this is just like daily driver, ultimate family wagon goals, isn't it? I love it. It just looks super, super hard. But this is the foyer area, and Rotiform have pretty much taken over this whole entrance hall here with a bunch of cars. Obviously, James is touring in the back. They've got a couple Volkswagens, which don't really interest me, to be honest. But I have seen my friend Billy's C8 RS6 over here, guys. This is sick. So this is Bill's C8 RS6. I think he's just lowered it on KW coilovers. Believe it's KW, but the Rotiforms on this car, so these are like a throwback to the stock wheels that used to come on like some of the RS4s and things like that. And man, this thing's hard. So sick. Yeah, there's like super concave to these Rotiforms. Wow. Bill's got a few cars, but this is his new daily, and yeah, I'm pretty envious of this. It's next level cool. And again, being an Audi wagon, it's still understated. I mean, all it is it's being dropped on a nice set of coilovers. I mean, it's dropped quite a lot, but good wheels, plate delete, a few bits and pieces here and there. It's freaking amazing, mate. Well done, Bill. So now we're heading into the carpet area, VIP hall, whatever you want to call it. This is the hall where, when I had my brand slams, actually, this is the hall I used to trade in. So I used to spend every show stuck in this building when you guys came and like bought merch from me and stuff like that. But there's usually some pretty spicy things in here, so let's take a look. Also noticed this very nice Mk2 Golf, black. I seem to be finding a lot of black cars today, which I'm super happy about. I do like a black car. This is just a G60 Mark II, again on BBS RSs. So it's pretty stockish, like it's very clean. And all they've done is like dropped it on a set of RSs. That's all you need to do to these. Again, don't go OTT with a classic. You don't need to. All you got to do is this. This is all you got to do for like a perfect Mark II. It sits so nice. Not a nice plate on there as well. G60 EE. I like that. It's very clean. RSs are definitely the right wheel for this car. He's got his little original like press pack. The BBS and G60 badges and things like that. And he's got like a little document of the whole build. So he's probably looks like he's restored the whole car from the ground up. And I'm not surprised because it's very clean. And it's actually, I was actually wrong. It's not black. It's actually a super nice, like purpley brown. You can sort of see it there when it hits the light. That's really nice. Mark 1 Golf. Got a love, probably in Miami blue. I mean, I'm not a Volkswagen guy, so I can't give you the finer details on these things, but OZ Racing turbo wheels, very cool. Again, pretty clean Audi TT on some 1552 split rims. Again, not too OTT. Another nice Mark 1 on some Renault Racing splits. Very cool. There's like a the creme of the Mark 1 and the Mark 2s have come out today. Some cool shit here. Another Mark 2, 4-door this time, but very nice set of BBS RMs with, I think, Radnox dishes on it. Cami body kit. The Mark 3 Golf. What's cool about this is the Volk Racing raised wheels on it. Because you don't normally see these sorts of wheels on a Volkswagen, especially not like a Mark 3 or anything classic, so I like that. Mark 8 GTI. We don't see too many of these, like ornate, bagged, but pretty cool. And again, this one's on some Japanese wheels again, which I'm digging. Work wheels. I like this a lot. Do like a GTI. Again, there's something about a GTI just sick. He's gone for like full clears here. Clear lights. Pretty mad Maxton rear spoiler. I do try and find as many non-Volkswagens as possible, but this room is pretty much full of Volkswagens, which I'm not really complaining about. There's some cool stuff here. So I've got a fellow Bournemouth resident's car over here. It's CLS3's, another C8 RS6. Something about these cars, people really like them. I really like them because just look how menacing they are. They're just a menacing car. I like the touch with the roof, the Thule, I think it's a Thule, yeah, Thule roof box on there. Again, wrapped to match the colour of the car. Very cool. There's something about these. Again, this is on air suspension, obviously. Compared to Billy's, this one is on air suspension, and it just tucks like absolute madness. It's a pretty hard car. It's got lots of like little carbon elements on it, like that spoiler there. It is hard, I can't lie. And you know, he proper drives the shit out of this car. You often see him around town just hooning it, which fair play, he's actually enjoying the car. I think he's going to go like proper power build with this. But he's still got all the styling elements there, which I do like. And here, check it out, is Tommy from Maguire's Mark II Rocket Bunny build. So this has got a Rocket Bunny kit on it, hence why it's super wide for a Mark II Golf. But for me, it's all the little touches on this car that Tommy's thought about. Firstly, it's on some pretty cool, you know, 5-spoke image split rims. But for me, yeah, it is the interior. It's sick. Don't know if you can see well on the video, but for me, it's about these floral inserts that he's put, well, he's trimmed into the seats. That's my favorite part of the car. I love this thing. Pretty menacing, like Mark II Golf. Adding a kit like this to a Mark II Golf isn't everyone's cup of tea, but mate, I was honestly super surprised when this thing launched last year. Very nice, very nice car, Tom. Looks like Nan Kang have got a little display in here as well. I really like this 9N Polo. It's really cool actually. It's running a set of like really old school, you can't really find these, Fagix 557 split rims. They're very cool actually. And it's like arch to lip. Really cool. It's very easy to go over the top, especially when it's like a small car, relatively affordable parts. It's very easy to just bolt on everything, but there's really some thought has gone into this, and it's just clean with perfect fitment, which I like. So I bumped into Voodoo Ellie. He's just built, what are these?
So they're OZ Vegas.
So these are supposed to be rear mounted and he's face mounted them?
Yeah, we
right?
put them on the front.
Wow.
And done our usual thing with the dowels and stuff.
So that's the rear.
Yeah.
And then look at how mad the front is. Like zero lip, would you call this?
Yeah, that's from SRR. That's, I think it's their zero lip. We
yeah.
in the end.
Yeah.
It's the zero lip. That's the zero lip on there.
So
it's quite a skinny front wheel.
Ellie's going to get these onto this Beetle, so we will return once they're mounted onto the car. He just told me they've just sealed them up last night. So obviously when you're sealing rims, you don't want to fit tyres straight away because the seal will probably fail.
Yeah.
So they've waited overnight. They're, look, Mark's actually doing the tyre up now.
And the good thing about these, there's 16s on the front and there's 17s on the rear.
Oh wow.
Because this has got, if you look at the actual car.
So that's a 16 front and a 17 on the rear.
Yeah.
And yeah, on the front of the car.
The wheels are, they're the same size, but the tyres are staggered. You know?
Yeah.
And it's to give it that Beetle.
So it's going to get that Beetle sort of
vibe,
look.
Yeah, and then when it airs out, the thing actually lays flat on the floor.
It's on air as well, sick.
Yeah.
All right, we will return. So they just got these wheels fitted up. They're OZ Vegas. Super nice step on these. A big old tyre, which is what you want on a Beetle. So it's really cool. And the front is like 0 lips on the front. Love that. Very cool indeed. Right guys, so I think I'm going to end my coverage here of Ultimate Dubs 2024. I've shown you my highlights, I've done a walk around of all the halls, shown you what's cool this year and what's up and coming. Hope you've enjoyed it. Drop me a comment below, let me know what your favourite car was. I also really want to know if you guys would like me to keep doing this. This has obviously been my first YouTube video, my first event vlog. Used to do a few things back on another channel a few years ago, so a few people have asked me, please, you know, do some more walk arounds. So this is the first one. Let me know what you guys thought. Really appreciate a subscription, turn on the notification bell, and maybe I'll do a few more of these. I'll be hitting up Retro Rides Weekender at Goodwood, Players Classic at Goodwood, Festival of Speed. I'll be going to Poland for Alt Race as usual. And until then, I will hopefully see you on another event video very soon.